welcome to the Lelantia Show. Today is the weekly reading for the week of June 24th through 30th, 2019. If you're watching this at a later date, it's still relevant to you. You have landed here for a reason. Pay attention to what is coming forth and take it as the message that you need to receive for the week. This is the reading that is for the collective, so it's basically for everyone. Of course, the energy shifts and changes for each and every person, depending on what you are going through, but this is kind of like that overview of what the energy is. So for those of you who don't know me already, my name is Lelantia. I'm a psychic realm channeler and healer, and I talk all about spiritual things, magical beings, and energy healing, I guess. So today, and hopefully every week moving forward, I will be doing weekly readings here on my YouTube channel. So for the energy this week, first of all, we have mermaids coming forward very strongly as the kind of the beings of the week. Although I do want to say we are focusing a lot on the heart chakra, and so working with unicorns will also be very beneficial. The mermaids are very much around the emotions, which is a lot the heart and the sacral chakra as well, for that flow and that energy, or that water energy. So mermaids really help to bring up those emotions, to release those emotions, and spending time in or near water is going to be very, very beneficial this week. We're coming down off of the energy of the solstice, which was incredibly powerful. I think everyone felt it to some level or another. Some people were getting a lot of physical symptoms, very achy, just really not feeling good. There was a lot of emotional release happening, and we're still kind of in that energy of emotional release. We are clearing out a lot of energy, a lot of the old energy that's ready to go, because we're bringing in new energy. So one thing that came in for this week is that we're laying the foundations for this new way of being. So it's incredibly important that each and every person show up for themselves in doing the healing and really paying attention to those triggers and the things that are kind of happening for you. And remember that they're happening for you, so that you can become the best version of yourself, which is really what you want, right? You want to show up and make some sort of impact in the world. You want to, do good things and change the world in positive ways. And one of the ways that you do that, the most important way that you do that, the one thing that you really can't avoid is doing that inner work. And this week it is very important to do that inner work. Now, it doesn't mean that you don't show up in other ways. You may be guided to do certain things. If you have a business, maybe you feel guided to put out a special offer to support other people. But what is really, really important is that you're showing up for yourself, that you're paying attention to the triggers, that you're really listening to that voice inside of you that's telling you, that you need to focus on healing this and whatever it may be. So taking time to do that is incredibly important this week, allowing those emotions to flow, asking the mermaids to come in and work with you, or the unicorns if you feel that call to work with unicorns, because some of this stuff is going to be some really heavy stuff. Another thing that has been really obvious to me is that people are having a lot of really crazy dreams. So pay attention to your dreams. Sometimes in our dreams, we may have situations that seem completely bizarre. They don't make any sense. And what it is that it is the emotion that you need to pay attention to. Maybe it is something that excuse me, talking too fast, that may feel as if it has importance. Maybe it's an energy presenting itself seemingly modern day, but possibly from a past life. So pay attention to that, because a lot of people are clearing a lot of things from past lives that are affecting their life, your life today. So paying attention to your dreams, paying attention to the emotions that are coming up in your dreams. For me, a lot of frustration and anger is shown in my dreams. So I know that there's things in my world that I need to clear around frustration and anger. So that has been a lot of the focus for me the past few days and with the solstice energy. So when I asked what crystal was coming forward, I was a little bit surprised that it was amethyst, but then I wasn't, because we've been talking a little bit about dreams. Amethyst is a really great crystal to work with for when you are trying to have, more pleasant dreams. Amethyst is great for protection, helping you to feel safe. It is also kind of one of those crystals that all around helps with so many different things. It's just it helps, with allowing things to come up and feeling protected as you let things go. So it really actually does make sense. I just kind of expected something like I don't know, rose quartz or aquamarine or something like that. And so I was a little bit surprised that it was amethyst that came up, but it actually does make perfect sense. So work with amethyst this week, or whatever crystals you feel drawn to work with, because of course we're all individuals, our energy is all a little bit different, but overall that is kind of the main crystal that's really presenting itself to us for most people to work with. Is there anything else that we need to pay attention to? Another thing that's going to be really important, they're showing me like bath salts. So they're showing me the bath salts because it's really important that you're clearing when you're doing this energy work and you're clearing things out. And whether you know that you're doing energy work or you're just, you know, releasing the old to let the new in, and you're doing a lot of healing on yourself through, you know, releasing, recognizing your triggers, all of that, is to make sure that you're really clearing things out, that you're clearing your energy. So of course you want to sage yourself, sage your house. You can play, you know, singing bowls to kind of clear things away. You can also work with selenite, which is really great for clearing things out. I use a giant selenite wand to clear my energy sometimes. But taking a bath with bath salts, you can add in crystals, you can add in different herbs, stuff like that. But having that salt to really clear things away is going to be really important. And that's one thing that they're showing me. We're going along with that kind of water theme for the week. And the mermaids, you can take a bath, you can call in the mermaids and ask them to help you to remove this old stuff. And let the emotions flow, really let things go. And it may be that sometimes you don't know what you're crying about. I want that to be okay with you. Like, you don't have to really define everything and understand everything. And sometimes it's a little bit frustrating, but sometimes a release is simply just an energy release. It's just crying. So I went to solstice ceremony, there's too many, and I found that just in hugging another person, and there was a crystal involved, so that may have been part of it, but I really felt like this release of energy, and it was really just this coming together with other people, feeling this connection with other people, feeling this love from other people. And in person, you know, I do my work online and I connect with people, but in person, but not nearly as much. And this was just like one of those deep moments to really allow myself to just be. And for me, it just really was, I was really able to just release, and it wasn't anything specific. It was just allowing it to flow. So allow that to be. Don't try to, you know, analyze it too much. This week it is a powerful week. It's really important to show up. That's really the most important thing, is that you show up for yourself, that you allow yourself time to really, you know, see what's going on for yourself. So meditation, like I said, the salt bath, but allowing that to come up. Sometimes that's sitting in nature and just being in nature as well. So that is everything for this week. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week, despite the emotions and all of that stuff going on. If you want additional support and guidance, make sure to join me in my group Sorceress's Circle on Facebook, or my Facebook business page. Both links are below. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.